Namaskar. In this e-office English series, the next topic I feel must get discussed is under e-office file management system is what are the different roles, means roles of users. What we see under e-office file management system module, there are different types of employees and they have their roles having some specific powers and duties that they execute. Like in our offices, some employees are officers, some are clerical staff. So in file management system, some major roles have been identified and assigned. And so let's discuss these roles. If you relate your office employees, all will get fit into one of the roles. Whenever you read any help document or will attend any training on file management system, then these words roles will come there. So let's discuss the roles. So I'm coming below just here only I will start writing. So first role that I want to mention is role officer. Let me increase the font size first. I'll make it as 24 will be okay, right? And color to black, so that yeah, it is looking good now. So role officer, what he can do, what roles has been assigned to him. Any employee who is role officer, he can do e-receipt. E-receipt have been discussed in details in earlier videos, which you must have seen in the core videos of receipts and files, where note sheet creation and other important topics have been discussed in detail. If you have seen those, you will be able to relate these roles very well. If you have not seen, please see for having clarity. So e-receipts diarise option, if you remember, means he can take receipt in our e-office file management system. Okay, next, he can create any e-file. E-file you understand very well, like what we seen in digitization in the first video, that scanning and creating a file and taking inside e-office file management system. Okay, it is like e-file creation, right? Next, he can open an e-file if some file has been closed, so he has the power of opening any e-file. Okay, this role officer is a kind of administrative or manager kind of role, I feel. So I'll write just open e-file. In addition to this, he can do marking of e-receipts. Marking you know very well, like in our office also letters get marked to any of the employees or any of the section of office. So role officer can mark the e-receipts, and also he can send the e-receipt to someone. So I will write sending of e-receipt here. Similarly, he can mark any e-file, right? So I'm writing marking of e-file, and also he can send the e-file to anyone. So I'll write send e-file. Oh, sorry, well, e-file should be there. So now question comes that if role officer can do marking and sending, but to whom he will send? There is a limitation in that. For example, if he's role officer of collectorate, he will send in collectorate sections and offices. I have written collectorate. I'm going to write here collectorate, okay? But he may be the role officer of any ministry also. Just think it as a unit. Let me remove this comma, and I'm bringing this below and putting one arrow here so it will look clearly to you, right? So I just write it here. I will write it here collectorate office within right 1 minute. Yeah, okay. Now sections, it can be any section or any other office of collectorate. So I've written other department, means those who are reporting to the district administration head, collector sir. Okay, so it is very clear. Now section can be anything: establishment, Nazarat, SW, and many others. Offices like agriculture, NIC, food, and many others. So officer can send them even to them also. So we discussed role officer. It's like it's offices are outside collectorate. It may happen that offices are outside collectorate. Now second role I'm taking as role CRU. Okay. Now what is role CRU? CRU you know very well. If you have any doubt, we have discussed it a lot while talking about dispatch work of letters. If you remember, so role CRU, actually CRU full form, you know, Central Receipt Unit, right? If you have not seen that video, you should visit once to understand it clearly. So there we saw that we give one number, unique number to letters for while dispatching. What we do in today in physical letter. The same is CRU, Central Receipt Unit. Receipt unit exists in all the departments itself, like agriculture is having one receipt section and dispatch section. Horticulture will have one receipt and dispatch section, and likewise in all offices. But in collected, there is one receipt unit in office superintendent office setup, which is main receipt unit for whole collectorate, and it is Central Receipt Unit, right? So what Central Receipt Unit can do? It can do dispatching of letters from where? From department. It is clear to all of you, right? I am writing only keywords here, no confusion in it. So the person who is having the role of CRU will do what I have written just now. Okay, so it can be dispatch letters from department, sections, or any other office. Okay, now next role I am taking is role closing. So what the person will do who is playing the role of role closing? What work? Let's see. From name only we can understand that it may close any file or receipt, but it is wrong. He can only put or initiate a proposal for closing any file or receipt to someone having power to close as work is completed. Please note it. He cannot himself close anything, only initiate. Other person authorized can only close it finally after seeing his request or proposal. So I just write initiate closing request, of e-receipts and e-files. Okay, no issue in this, I think. Next role I'm taking as role approver. Okay, role approver. What it does, let's see. The person who is role approver, what he can do? Naturally, it is the one who can approve or close the requests of closing e-receipts or e-file received from the role closing person. And if he approves, that will be finally closed. So I will write here approve the request of e-receipts and e-files. Okay, means the person who was role closing will send the person who is role approver and can approve and close it simply. Okay, now the next role comes is role draft approval. Okay, the person who is having role draft approval assigned, what and all work he can do? See, it is very simple. You know draft for approval, and in just last video of e-office English series I mentioned there that is DFA in abbreviations, and in core videos I showed that when one person sends any letter to his head for approval and signing, then he attach one draft with note sheet, and if officer is satisfied, he approves and sign it using his digital signature. So role draft approval is the same officer or head who is doing signing. Okay, so I'm writing can I will write here just a second. Mm, can approve draft for approval, that is DFA, and place digital signature on it, right? And place signature on it. Okay, so that the letter becomes approved and signed, so that the signed letter can be used as we do usually, like sending to concerned persons and offices. In my view, the last role, and I think these are the only roles in an office what I know and got from my office team, my head office. So last role is role external sender and receiver. So I'll write first role external sender and receiver. Okay, the person who is having this role, what he can do, we just discussed one role above. Let me come above and see. Let me come. Role, which role this role CRU. So where in role CRO we see is that dispatch letters from department and sections within the premise or within the district as a unit we can see. But here role external sender and receiver, it's like if one district letter is sent to be sent to from one district to other district, from district to division, from division to division, from district to HODs. HODs mean head of departments, like in state office, like in Madhya Pradesh, Bhopal is state offices are there, directorates are there. For agriculture there is one head office, for horticulture is there one head office. So who will from sending from district to HODs, from HODs to HODs, from district to Mantralaya. So it's like external and external role is there, you understand, right? So who will send these from one district to outside? So first I will write the roles here: sending e-receipts and e-files to other district, then division, then HODs and Mantralaya. Okay, now the centrals, that CRU person and this person can be different. Same person can have all such power, I can say. Means it is not like that anyone from office can send directly to Mantralaya. Everyone has some specific roles and powers. Need to follow the proper channel. So I'm writing. So I'm telling this. Okay. So one funda is clear that in e-office everything is your login, and if someone gets your login, then he can misuse also your login, because you have some specific power. He will use you, he can use that power, which is not good for any system. So as in other system, that in office they get depend on operators of offices, this system is not and should not be like that, as liability will be fixed for all, or as roles are different for everyone. So roles needs to be decided, that who will do what role and work, so that limitation will be there, that who will communicate with whom. So these and all the roles about which I wanted to mention and discuss with all of you. If something will come more in my knowledge, I will sure mention it in future videos. If you have any suggestions, please mention in comments so that it will be taken care next time. Many of you have gave me suggestions on my initial videos on core concepts of e-office, where I mentioned a lot of things. Concepts have been covered in 15 minutes videos, as I was having a recorder limitation of recording only 15 minutes, and I stopped the recorder in between so that only main points gets recorded, as my intention was not to make high number of videos and upload it, so that your time will also get saved. But suggestions came that make small videos on one by one topic, so as core topics are already finished and I am not going to take them any more, but the topics which I am feeling now that should be discussed is I am taking in single videos, and I am creating in Hindi languages basically, and then converting the same into English. So all this takes time and it becomes difficult very much for me. Some mails came for technical basics related stuff, so I have done some videos on that basic concepts like what is antivirus, what is browser, and like those subjects, but that are in Hindi as of now. If you will go to this channel playlist, you will find the list them in separate playlist. If you understand Hindi, you may see them and give feedback and may share with children and friends if and only if you find it useful for them. So I'm closing this topic here. Thanks a lot.